Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2025 Baggataway Cup, the Canadian University Field Lacrosse Association Championship weekend. We're in semifinal number 2. The McGill Redbirds, the 1 seed from the East, facing the Nipissing Lakers, who won their quarterfinal last night with a huge comeback, a couple of comebacks, and then a big run late in the game. I'm Stephen Stamp with Jonah Beam and Beamer. What do we expect here is with Nipissing coming through a game that was very challenging for them?
Again, might play a factor later in this game, but that was an emotional win. They never led until the fourth quarter yesterday, and they just wanted to keep that ball moving. They wanted to stick to their game plan and come out firing. Tonight, we're going to see an excited McGill team with their first appearance in this tournament. They were number 1 in the East with a record of 9-2, 132 goals for, 82 goals against.
Starting goaltenders for this game, Jonah?
Number 14, wearing white for the McGill Redbirds, Brennan Visoki. And on the other side,
so hard.
I know, I butchered that. And on the other side, wearing green, number 37, O'Toole.
Now, he's wearing the 47 tonight, is he not?
Or 47, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's been switching around. We saw him last night. He was in the 17. And we asked Rudgy today, Jason Rudge, what's O'Toole wearing? Is he wearing 47? He said, yeah, for tonight. McGill, top seed from the East. They finished first in the East, just barely ahead of Trent. Split their games with Trent, won by 2 goals, lost by a goal. So they got first. They played Ottawa in the first round, and Nick Subry, their head coach, who's wrapping up his tenure at McGill this year, said he thinks that having played a tough game against Ottawa last week will help them this week, because last year they had an easy game in their playoff game, and they had a really tough time when they got to the Baggataway as they take first possession here, but they went to overtime with the Ottawa GGs in the 1-6 matchup last week. So certainly nothing complacent about the Redbirds as they come in here. They're going to take their time on this first drive. The handoff. They're going to go way up high to the top. 60-second shot clock here in Kufla. And the first shot of the game, it's ripped, but it's well off target. Not sure if it was blocked or just got away. I think they got a bit of it on that shot from Torsten Blodgett. The Redbirds do recover. A huge hit there from Callum Jeffrey, just flattening one of the Redbirds looking for a rebound on the crease.
What a great sequence there for the Redbirds looking inside. Those big juicy rebounds are going to have to be contained as Nipissing is a nice clear on the off-bench side. We saw a lot of that yesterday.
O'Toole makes that pass ahead. Gets it up to, Jacob Tarr wearing 67. Not his 16. No, that's Tarr in 16. I think Jason Rudge may be messing with us a little bit here. Oh, that's Jacob Tarr, not Zach Tarr. Okay, so Jacob Tarr is wearing the 67, and Zach's wearing the 16. Okay, Rudgy, we forgive you. We take it all back. McGill into the offensive zone. You've got 20 to clear center. They make it. And Maverick Hozil passes over to the far side. John Maraglia passes it up. McGill keeps the ball moving as they bring it over to Dylan Fenton. Looking for an alley dodge. Gets a shot off. Don't see a reset. Think that was wide of the cage, and I don't think that O'Toole got a piece of it. So the shot clock will keep ticking. They're going to reset. Massimo Tovet under some heavy checking from the short stick D. Man, he gets a great chance. O'Toole has to pounce on that rebound.
That's a great roll underneath by the attackman there as Nipissing comes up quick in transition, similar to yesterday.
The ball on the turf, but snagged there. Nice hustle by Liam Miletich. And that's going to allow the Lakers to keep possession and get their first shot and their first goal of the game. What a rocket from Ben King from downtown.
What a shot there by Ben King. Knoxy to King here. They have slow numbers. Knox realizes it, finds the open man, and what a shot. Low to low, just beats Visoki real tight. Visoki
couldn't quite soak that one.
Not quite.
Mnemonic device
Thank
for you there, partner.
Thanks. That's veteran stamp. Oh, dear.
Back to the dot. And the Lakers jumping out to the lead. We saw in the earlier game Brock come out with lots of energy, and we were curious talking then, how does that translate into the second half when you've got the team that maybe coming out with more energy because they did play last night, but then do the legs become a factor as the game goes on? We'll see how McGill goes. It's not like the Lakers have been running over McGill here early on in the first 3 minutes. And Tar is heading in, takes a shot. That one's turned aside, and that was the other Tar. But now Jacob Tar with all kinds of ride pressure, but they will get by with Jake Brady ripping up into the offensive zone. Redbirds setting up down tight. Rowan Burrell, no good, and coming away with it so quickly. The defense getting it forward. That pass is a little zesty. Can Zach Tar get there? He does. Taps it. Oh, he was stepping the line. He's saying he got it and then stepped on the line.
That's a close one, Stamper.
It is. And you know what? In that position, and I'm not saying this just because we have a referee beside us running the score clock, but in a position like that, the ref is in a better position to see what is happening because you're racing after that ball. It's hard to tell. I'm not saying that they're always going to get it right. Everyone makes mistakes, but I got to lean with the ref on that one.
He had the better viewpoint for sure.
Mm. Great strip there as Nipissing gets it. Bryce Hogan, or sorry, that's
Tar wearing 67.
Jacob Tar again. Holy cow, Jacob Tar's having himself a game, but the Redbirds get it back. Driving to the net, a little slip. Back up top. McGill working around patiently. They will be patient.
Mm-hmm.
You won't see the Redbirds rush for the most part. That doesn't mean they won't run. They won't push pace. And the ball is turned over. Connor O'Toole.
I'd like to see some more aggressiveness out of McGill off of their dodges. They haven't really tested O'Toole in this Nipissing defense yet.
Nipissing up into the offensive zone. The ball in the stick of Jason Knox, the other big member of the dynamic duo of him and Zach Tar. But we saw last night is these other guys on this offense are not just there for the ride. They play huge roles in the offensive success of the club. Zach Tar, though, is going to let one rip. Stop there. Actually, I don't know that got through. Reaching out and grabbing it was Visoki.
McGill ball.
Yeah, Redbirds possession. They go back to Visoki, and that's very close to a big hit. Jason Knox was looking to lay some lumber on Visoki, and now Chris Corrin is going to run around and get the offense set up. Rowan Burrell, keep an eye on him. What a player. Had some injury issues last year that really limited him. But 24 goals, 15 assists this year. Burrell is back to the player we saw a couple seasons ago. Great drive to the net. Another big save by O'Toole. Excellent opportunity there for Torsten Blodgett.
He managed to stay out of the crease there. That's some really good toe tapping.
O'Toole taking his time coming forward. That was a pretty difficult pass. It was short hop. I was just about to say nice job by Callum Jeffrey, but that was just so hard down, bouncing around your shins.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of dew out there too. That ball's going to skip around tonight.
It is nighttime now. Weird to say when it's 5:42 p.m.
Oh, geez, another slip there.
Yeah, and that was the goalie Visoki hitting the turf. Moving it across behind the net. Joshua Jewell sitting in the middle of the formation as they go with the fan you were talking about earlier. Just the one guy in the middle. Now he's even clearing out, trying to open up space.
Beautiful.
Owen Howard can't get his shot the way he was hoping.
Beautiful play there. Nipissing slow numbers here off the bench. They won't have anything there. Nipissing really wide to initiate their dodges, and they're really spreading this Nipissing defense out. And I think they're going to have success if they can make that pass to the middle on the slip.
Put so much pressure on a defense when you spread them like that. Here's Jason Knox bullying his way to the net. Great response by Lorenzo Costello. But Tar's got his hands free, and that's a little too much time, a little too much space to leave for Zach Tar. And it is 2-0 for the Lakers.
This is a great move by Knox. He's testing out his defender to see what he's got. And 16 from 3, you're going to hear a lot of that tonight. As Tar steps down from about 17 yards, he's not going to miss from there if his hands are free.
And maybe a bit of 3 from 16.
There you go. Maybe even throw a number 12 and a number 13 in there.
Yeah. Third and fourth in the league in scoring in all of Kufla were Zach Tar and Jason Knox, respectively. We saw the top 2 scorers in the league in our first semifinal, and Will McLeod and Liam Aston helped the Guelph Griffins to a quarterfinal victory or semifinal victory that sends them to the championship. Jewel comes back up to the top, and Dylan Fenton. They're going to go way up to the top, right up by the 50-yard line. Nice little quick step. Driving in. Oh, all kinds of moves.
Beauty.
What a beautiful finish there from Torsten Blodgett, who's had some chances and finally gets himself on the board.
You can see how spread they are. He initiates his dodge from, like Stamper said, about the 50-yard line, and he gets that head of steam, and it's too much for his short stick defender.
Big response for McGill.
That's huge for them. 7 minutes to go here in the first.
Obviously, loads of time to play, but you never want to start falling further and further into holes. Luke Nickel up to take the draw for the Redbirds. Solid battle there with Rowan Crosdale. And the Redbirds have it back. They were looking to the pass. They had Rowan Burrell open for a moment, but nice hustle back by Jacob Barney. They repel another push toward the net. Nipissing really sharp defensively. As you said, you can see McGill really spreading it out, though, just trying to draw the defenders out. Look at that opening in the middle, Beamer.
I think they're going to attack to that spot.
Nipissing does a nice job of collapsing back with the encroaching Redbirds. They go to Miraglia. He drives out. Sounded like the McGill fans and bench were calling for a hold there. It was on the margin, but I don't know.
They gave it to him.
Yeah. You got to let guys play defense. Again, there's two defenders in the booth.
And a referee, so we're going to be careful about what we say.
We can say whatever we like.
Nice.
Hard rip there, but well wide from the stick of Liam Milicic.
He's going to test his shorty from X here.
Oh, what a play. Coming out from behind. And just like that, it is all tied up.
This is a great dodge. He identifies that he has a short stick on him, and it looks like Nipissing isn't quite ready for this Coma slide. And that slide is just a second too late, and he was able to bury that. What a beautiful goal. We've seen some fantastic goals this weekend.
We have. Some great setups as well.
Yeah.
Some of the passing and some of the defense and some of the saves. I mean, it really has been a full palette.
Yeah. Such an array of different styles of lacrosse.
Connor Scott for Brock in net had a great weekend. They're out, but
goal scorer number 33, Liam Milicic. For the Redbirds, Milicic.
Eventually the ball does come down with Crosdale. He'll flick it ahead, and Jason Knox came to make himself available. Such an important skill. You talk about the bull dodging and the stick skills in that of Knox, but going to be a part of that. And there's a hard shot that's saved by Visoki. Oh, look at the ride from Zach Tar. It's going to turn it over. Running forward is Callum Jeffrey. He'll hand it back to Tar.
Knox to the middle here. Jason Knox, number 3, pointing to where he wants his guys.
Tar heading in. And not really any help coming from McGill, but they did manage to get Tar turned back. A shot from the far side. That was Ben King ripping that one. Flag coming,
down.
first of the game. Holding?
Yep, 30-second technical.
And that's on Tar? Or? No, it's on
Tate.
Callum Jeffrey.
Oh.
Burrell initiating from the top. A lot of space to shoot. Joshua Jewell. We've had a couple of those this weekend where it looked like a guy was just like, do I really have this much room? Well, let's see.
What a shot here. First power play for McGill this weekend. Josh Jewell finds his hands free and just buries. That's quite the shot. Nipissing didn't really have time to reset there and get into their settled penalty kill defense. First lead of the game for McGill.
They go up 3-2.
Goal scorer number 17, Joshua Jewell. Assist number 44, Rowan Burrell. For the Redbirds, Jewell.
And the Redbirds right back to the attack. Miraglia gets it back behind the net. Quick release, just missing that far side by Dylan Fenton.
McGill setting up from X here. Again with the shorty on shorty.
Coming out from behind. Oh, that's a nice slide by Jeffrey. Looked like space was opening up there for Miletic. Jewell rips it across to Miraglia. Spins underneath, switches hands. Nice save by O'Toole and hangs onto it. Ready to make that outlet pass. Gets it ahead now. Zach Tar, the first-year education student. So one thing Jason Rudge was saying, he's got an older team, a very experienced team, and a lot of them are back, including Tar coming back for his second year as Teachers College. A bunch of these guys will be here next year. Jason Knox, also a Teachers College guy, right?
Yeah.
Tar spinning and spinning. Oh, gets away for a moment, switches hands.
Wow.
Terrific defensive effort for so long from Mark Alexandra Surrett, but eventually he just runs out of time to contain.
You can see how Knox is just kind of shading and Tar is kind of playing his defender around him to create that space. He's able to switch hands and bury that one. But I mean, all of the off-ball movement from Nipissing is amazing.
Yeah, all tied up. And that goes back to what we were saying. It's not just the Tar and Knox show.
No.
Or is it the Knox and Tar show?
Well, depends.
What do you guys call it? The Lakers?
Yeah, the Lake show.
Lakers goal, his second of the afternoon.
Possession for the Redbirds. Went up to the final 2 minutes of this first quarter. You were wondering before the game, it's going to be a low-scoring game. Will the defenses kind of take to the fore? But so far, we're seeing some balls go in the net. It took a bit to get going.
Jeez, he's back up by that 45-yard line. Big head of steam here.
A little different dodge this time. Very start and stop. Quickly around the horn. Now Burrell's going to have a go. Still no shooting lanes. A long stretch of good defense, but then a little opening, but it's blocked by Callum Jeffrey.
Stays
So they get the backup and possession, but no reset. Oh, there is a reset. We just saw a reset signaled, right? No? Okay, it's not. Oh, it's just play being blown in? Okay. The Redbirds running pretty low there on time as they got that ball back. And O'Toole wearing the hoodie under the jersey. I heard somebody slagging on the hoodie under the jersey look.
I love it.
It's cold. You play better if you're warm, especially you're a goalie. I don't have an issue with it.
Too.
I mean, you're wearing a hoodie under a jersey right now.
I know, it's good style.
Pretty cool.
Self-proclaimed stylist.
Knox fighting his way through. He loves to initiate with that inside shoulder. And then the pass off. What a block after an absolute rocket from King. Knox has it back. Look at the focus that these Redbirds defenders have on Knox, but a great save by Vasoki. You want to take a peek at that one?
Yeah, let's take a look at that one.
They're coming slowly up the field.
Knoxy with the dish behind the back to the guy on the doorstep.
Turnover. Oh! My goodness. Don't worry, we've got that one too. The turnover on the right, and Vasoki had to go diving back, the shot missing the net. That'll do it for the end of the quarter. And okay, this is the previous save still, so by Vasoki, but wow, some kind of 15 minutes to get started. And Beamer, what is any surprises for you in this one?
Not really. We know McGill likes to slow it down and spread it out, and they're going to be very picky with their shot selection. They're only going to take shots that they have a good chances on. They haven't really ran in transition much yet, but I would like to see a little bit more of that. We've seen a battle at the face-off dodge so far. It's been fairly even. I love the compete level there. And Nipissing, you know what they're going to bring coming this second quarter. You're going to see 3 and 16 in that two-man game on the far side. McGill's done a very good job of one-on-one defense between the two of those guys. And their backside defenders are doing a very good job of communicating through all of that motion. And both goalies are playing great so far.
Yeah, some big saves, both sides. Maybe a few shooting jitters.
Yeah, a few.
But it's quite a shift, right? As you get into they're here watching the previous game, scouting for who they might be playing in the final, and the weather shifts pretty dramatically when the sun goes down. It definitely gets cooler, and I mean it's cold out there. It was actually very pleasant for the early game, temperature-wise.
Under the lights here, you couldn't ask for a better evening, though. It's always a good time when you're at the lacrosse field, regardless of the weather.
Right? What was it that Sam Kozakowski said? Did I just butcher Sam's name?
Yeah, that's okay, though.
Yeah. Sam said, I've known Sam for like a decade and a half. I mean, Sam said, hey, you know what? When it comes down to it, you're playing lacrosse with friends.
Yeah.
Can't beat this.
That's the best part.
3-3 as we get ready to roll for the second quarter. Players, the refs all out there ready to go with a few seconds left. And one of the things we've noticed in games, the last few games, at halftime, they're out there waiting. And before the games even, they're like, okay, let's go. There's like 2.5 minutes left on the clock, and we're just, okay, let's run. Let's go. Let's play. Everyone wants to get out and play lacrosse with friends.
This is the biggest stage for this league, so these kids are excited to be here. They're going to be ready to go.
Lovely facility here. Terry Fox Stadium in the Flower City, Brampton, Ontario. Nice crowds. Got another nice gang of folks down below us. Now, who's ranged along the fence there? Last night it was McGill scouting the quarterfinal. Those look more like parents than a team, though, right? Those are just fans along the fence right by the track. Burrell down deep. Blodgett looking to free his hands up. Oh, gets the pass. That was a shot waiting to happen. Maybe a little too excited for Joshua Jewell. Nice job avoiding the over and backwards pressure. A big hit and absorbing it with no problem was Miraglia. There's a shot a little wide. Didn't see a touch. No reset signal. Yeah, the 60 did expire. You saw the indication over on the far side. So O'Toole once again heading forward. Toole, of course, with plenty of experience with the Brock Badgers. Now up here, another one of the Teachers College players in North Bay. And he's heading back and turned to take a peek because he could hear the cheers or the yelling as it looked like McGill may come away with it. And now it's goosed ahead. And the goose may have actually turned it back over as it got a bit too far. Went to
nice
Callum
hit.
Jeffrey, who was flattened. Long pole getting to lay the heat in the offensive zone as he was running up for a little pole pressure.
He's far away from home there.
Yeah, that was Preston Norris, who's been doing that kind of thing for a while in this league. And the first time out here to Nipissing, as things are getting a little scrambly.
Yeah, he just wants to settle it down, talk to his guys. Each team gets 2 timeouts per half. He didn't use his in the first, so now he's going to use this as an opportunity. Slow it down, drop a play, talk to your defense, what's working for you.
And unlike box, you can carry them over. You can use both timeouts in the second quarter, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Universal agreement, good?
Yeah.
I feel like I should ask that kind of thing before I say it on air. I'm fairly confident about it, but maybe just check it out.
Yeah, 2 timeouts per half. They don't carry over to the half. You don't have 4 timeouts in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the game stopping constantly down the stretch.
No.
Zach Tarr's going to start with it for the Lakers. Everybody else well down.
Yeah, I wonder what we're going to see here.
Running the 2-man game as they're wont to do. Knox. So hard to fight through when he's got the hand and the stick in one hand and the other arm just there in the way. That shot, that will be, I think. No, it goes wide. So the clock keeps ticking on the shot clock. Nipissing comes out to Caleb Fulkerson. Quickly around. All the righties get a touch. And now they're going to get down to Knox. Swim move. Good recovery by Norris. But Knox creates some space.
No reset there.
Sounds like 40 on the shot clock. As Tarr gets a little pick from Knox. Norris stays right with the roll. Comes back to Tarr, and again, defensive pressure immediately, knowing how dangerous he can be. There's Lorenzo Costello out on him. Norris drops to the turf, a chance, and then Norris is back up and whacking away at Tarr. They go to Knox and reset things.
It looks like they've brought that 2-man game down off of the top and down to X or GLE goal line extended.
Knox fighting out from behind. Gets a shot off. That one's wide. Good hustle by Carter Tate to go and get that back up. So they didn't have anyone in position. You had to race down and get there before a McGill player could get closest to the ball as it exited. Lakers going with 4 righties and really just running that 2-man game and then giving the righties a chance. And they get one there. What a finish by Nicholas Hulbert. That's exactly why they loaded up the way they do.
Yeah, this is a really tight catch and shoot situation. McGill's collapsing super fast, and he has to get that ball in and out of his stick very quickly. That's an awesome finish right on top of the crease.
And of all the things that Jason Knox brings to the table in field lacrosse, that may be one of the chief among them is his ability to make that pass with the defender all over him. But he's just so strong and so good at protecting his stick and the ball. He's almost making that pass with one hand, but he is able to keep the other hand out. It's very impressive.
Absolutely.
Redbirds race in. Ball is grabbed but popped out, and what an effort there, fighting away by Dylan Fenton. And McGill does eventually come away with it. We got a flag in the air. Lob pass over to the far side. Gill's going to have a chance to go and have a free one here. And Knox is up having a chat with one of the defenders. And as usual, I'm wondering, is it friendly or are they really annoyed at each other?
Yeah, it's hard to tell from up here.
Hard to tell. Oh, the lane opens wide. Another flag. Or sorry, that's the original flag going up now. That was another spot where Dylan Fenton kind of made a little cut and was like, there's a wide open lane to the net.
All of a sudden, 2 flags thrown on that play. Nipissing's going to be down 2 men here.
So it is 2 penalties. The first one, a push, and then a hold. So a huge opportunity here for McGill with the 6-on-4 advantage.
Late change from Nipissing here.
So 6-on-3 for a bit. They get their defenders back. Not sure they were settled, though, as that one is blasted home. That was Josh Jewell letting it fly, and Nipissing really just trying to get set up. You can see the last defender just coming in there.
This is almost the same shot he had on his previous goal. High to high from about 15 to 17 yards there. Now the clock stops after this goal. Nipissing's holding penalty will be released because it's a technical. The 1 minute will still have to serve.
All tied up 4-4. Scooping that one up. Norris gets possession for the Redbirds. There's such a long history of really good LSMs and long pole defenders at McGill.
Oh, yeah. They do a wonderful job there.
Similar to Brock, where they just seem to have one after another, and the veterans passing on their knowledge, and then the younger guys become the veterans, and you just keep it rolling. McGill back to the O. They are still up. Oh. That hard rip is wide. You can see them getting ready over on the Nipissing bench for the foul to be released and to get their player back out there. That one gets widened back into the yellow end zone as well. Penalties released and racing in after standing in a sprinter's starting position for a while was Jacob Barney. And he'll get there in time. Lakers give up one, but keep it from being too damaging. Nice job to get that one back. Good work there from Caleb Bosomworth. And he'll get it back to O'Toole. I don't know. Don't give me that look, Jonah.
Hey, you're the professional here, man. I'm not here to question you. Uh-oh.
Interception on that long pass attempt. That's where the 20 seconds can come into play, but then a pass thrown away the other direction. I think both coaches right now are saying, guys, just settle down a bit. Like, you know, you're excited, but.
Yeah, we might be seeing another timeout here for the coaches to talk to their guys.
What's the status now? Who's had what?
Nipissing's only used 1 timeout.
Okay, but McGill's used both?
McGill has 2 remaining.
Oh, they have 2 remaining. Oh, of course. There we go. Will Nick Subri use his 2 in the final 8-12? Oh, that was a dangerous little pass with some pressure coming from Milicic. But no harm, no foul. The Lakers are into the offensive zone. Ben King still hanging on to it. Change still happening as Jeffrey will head off. And here comes Zach Tarr. So Jason Knox is a one-man show on the left side for now. Now he gets it up to his partner in crime. There's the hard sidearm blast from Ben King, who's really stepping up with those step downs.
Ben King had a great game yesterday as well. He had 3 goals playing off of that 2-man game from Tarr and Knox, and he makes no mistake here again, using his defender as a screen. That's a sweet sidearm. McGill dominating the face-off dot early on. They'll look to get the ball back here and have another attack as the score is 5-4 for the Nipissing Lakers.
We knew Nipissing was going to be tough in this game. McGill knew they were going to be tough. We are seeing that play out. Trying to push into the final. They want to play their third game in 3 days tomorrow at 1 p.m., the championship game. Again, we have the Super Six or the Sixes showcase tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Mohawk and Seneca Colleges playing a Sixes game. You can see that one as well on Stamplax YouTube. Knox again bullying his way through, creates some space. He's going to one hand rip it with the offhand, with the right hand there. Little bit wide.
What a shot.
King over to Tar. Going well wide to initiate this. Knox headed in, slip pick instead, and popped up high. Now he's going to try and track down this ball heading to the sideline. Now he's just going to go grab it as it gets out. And we'll restart into the final 6.5 minutes of this first half. Tar starts to head underneath, spins back out. Oh, Knox is there. He's getting pretty deep. And that ball's just going to get away from Tar. It's a back in call on McGill, and Nipissing's going to get possession.
Yeah, I'm not sure there.
Oh, it just gets away. That's painful feeling that ball just kind of just out of your reach as it's drifting into the out of play area.
That's a tough feeling.
Look at the wheels by this defender. Racing forward is Jake Brady.
McGill back on the attack here. They'll make their change. I'd love to see McGill's top scorer, number 44, Burrell, get more involved here.
Yeah, he's been a little bit quiet. We do have a timeout now, and maybe that's what Nick Subaru's going to say. Hey, go get involved.
Yeah, go get yours. 5:14 left in the second quarter here. Nipissing up 5-4. It's been a very back and forth game so far. A lot of battles at the face-off X. Both teams striking. Great shot selection on both sides. A lot of creativity from Nipissing, stemming from number 3. And let's talk about Ben King for a second here.
Yeah.
What a game he had yesterday, and he stepped right into that role. He's ready to catch that step down shot every chance he has.
I really like to see his last goal. You notice he gets in against the defender, steps back a couple of steps to get open. Nothing happens. Kind of drifts back in, little step back. He's so aware, so alert to the timing, the potential for passes to come. It's really helping him to create some opportunities and just make himself available.
Yeah, and his stick's always up.
Always.
His feet are always set, ready to catch the ball. His stick's always in a position to catch, and he's a really good catch and shooter. That's what I like to see.
What do you have yesterday? You're saying a good
He had 3 and 1
goals.
yesterday, Ben
Yeah.
King.
Big game.
Zach Tar, 3 goals, 4 assists. Jason Knox, 3 goals, 2 assists. Ben
Tar was
King.
named player of the game for the Lakers. Great game. Just such an impact.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned post game for player of the game presentations.
McGill set
shout
up
out to your dad, by the way, for bringing the warm drinks.
the beverages.
Yeah. We are fortunate to be up in a nice warm booth. Got to give credit to all the players, the officials, the our media folk. Allison up on the roof, Cam Mancini out shooting. There's a shot just a little bit wide. Did he get it? No, it goes wide. Yeah, they're the ones out dealing with the really chilly weather. Popping back up.
Oh, great job.
And then the ball pops out. Great job defensively by Callum Jeffrey, having himself a tournament. O'Toole with a long pass. Oh, my.
Oh! No flags, just a push as the ball wasn't quite in that player's stick yet. Bit excessive, a little on the back, but not warranting a flag as you are.
I mean, it wasn't like he pulled up a bit, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He didn't just. That could have been ugly. The whole stadium, you could hear everyone catch their breath as that pass is arriving. Oh, that's in.
Oh,
Is it? No, it's off the post. Now we're gonna have a conference.
we
We're
had
gonna get together. We had one earlier.
Yep.
And you hear one of the fans yelling, "You called it right away." Yes, but if his partner saw it
There you
better,
go.
you make the correction. I love that. Let's watch it again. That's in.
Yeah, that's in. That'll be 6-4 for Nipissing. McGill defense is going to talk about that.
We're gonna
for a
watch it
little bit.
once more. I think it's in. It hits that little support.
Yeah, that's a good goal.
Yep.
That's a good goal.
Good call. I like that when the refs get together.
Yeah.
You know, you both have different views.
Yep.
And the one guy did wave it off right away, say reset, but the ball was in. They get it correct. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Lakers goal scorer number 3, Jason Knox. For the Lakers, Knox.
So 6-4.
Oh!
Oh!
Third pull
No
goal
touching.
of the day.
No touching.
Sorry,
I'm
Stanford.
just kidding. You can go ahead.
I'm jumping up and down with joy in here.
Jonah's just grabbing me after that one. Let's see this emerging from the faceoff.
Oh my goodness, unassisted, gets the loose ball, spin move in
Come
the
on.
middle. Bouncers will go. Oh my gosh, what a shot and goal. Who was that? Number 77.
Preston Norris.
What a play.
Wow. Honestly, the audacity
Oh yeah.
of a long pole to spin in the slot with possession. Like, oh,
If I was playing and Sam saw me do that, he would have called timeout a long time ago.
right. I remember one time I went over center with the ball, and my whole team started cheering. I'm like, guys, come on. I can cross center.
Oh,
Not
dear.
just a defender. I was pretty much just a defender.
Yeah, there you go. McGill back within one here with under 4 minutes to go in this second quarter. Legal procedure. We're going to go Nipissing ball here.
Twin 19's racing to the bench there for the changes. So how many pole goals is that today? 3?
That's 3.
And we had pole goal guys lining up against each other on the wing in the earlier game. It was Andrew Kidd and Gonsalves. Here's Knox.
Ooh.
Actually knocks over the McGill player and rips it home. You can see why he goes to that play so often.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
very effective.
He is so lethal over the top, uses his size and his speed to get over the top, absorbs that check. You got to be ready for that one. And just on the run.
He didn't absorb anything. He applied that
Well,
check.
yeah.
I mean,
He told the defender where to go on that one. Jeez.
that's the old John Grant Jr. I'm going to establish the contact, and good luck standing up to it,
Yeah.
right?
You're in my way
For now.
for now. Nipissing back up 2.
His second in the game, scored by number 3, Jason Knox. For the Lakers, Knox.
Possession and nice presence there. Luke Nickel to stay calm. We're going to have a timeout. But I really like that play by Luke Nickel to just stay calm, even though he was just over center. I mean, they still had time, right? It was
Yeah.
within the 20 seconds, but
Yep, McGill will look to reset their offense here. Hopefully get Burrell involved a little bit more here.
it has been kind of oddly quiet. Sometimes you say that and then you look up and the guy's got like 5 points. So I'm just going to double check, see what Rome Burrell has done so far. Just an assist. So yeah, they definitely would like to see him get rolling a little bit more.
This game's far from over too, right? How many lead changes have we seen today? Late in games.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Brock over Trent. Last night, Nipissing over
Yeah.
Queens.
Nipissing was down 3-1 to start their game, and then came back, tied it up 4-4 all, and then in the second half did the same thing, right? They give up a 3-1 run,
Yep.
and then come back and tie it up. The second time was 2 straight goals.
Mhm.
It wasn't a reverse 3-1, but still, they are not phased getting down. McGill's not surprised by this either. I mean, they know
No.
Nipissing's a good team.
Yeah.
They've been paying attention. They're watching the film. Jewel looked this side because over to the far edge. They come to Burrell on the near side. Oh, great move. The swim. Save.
Oh.
That's fabulous by Connor O'Toole.
Oh,
But then the response. What a great effort from Miraglia.
this is just a great play by Burrell. What an opportunity. And Miraglia scoops that loose ball, sees the open space, dodges with speed, right? How many times do guys score when their feet aren't moving slow? Almost never. You got to attack with speed, and he turns that corner. What a nice shot.
Yeah, and you see the defender gets caught going around
Mhm.
the full net circumference, circumnavigating the net. And he was chasing. That
Yeah.
creates the chase. But once you've decided that's where you're going, you got to keep going, right? There's no point at that then stopping behind the net and coming back around. So that's a sinking feeling as a defender, knowing you've lost your guy and just hoping you can get bailed out.
Goal scored by number 3, Charlie Hostetter. Assist number 2, Dylan Steinwall. For the Redbirds, Hostetter from Steinwall.
Knox once again, backing his man down this time. Oh, what an effort there from Costello to drop to one knee and get back up.
McGill
Gets
looks
away
like
from King for a moment, but he gets it back.
McGill looks like they've zoned it up on defense here. Throwing a different look at this Nipissing offense.
Let's see how it works to deal with.
Oh,
Wow. It's not going to deal with that. That's what you call a zone beater.
Yeah.
Just step outside the coverage area and let it fly.
Noxie with the heat check here. Great ball movement around the outside. Just feeling out his defenders, seeing where he can score from, right? What a shot by Knox.
Huge one.
Under 2 minutes to go here, 8-6 for the Nipissing Lakers. Draws are really close right now. We're keeping track. I got the pen in the hand.
Are you?
I'm not going to try to get too excited here, Stamper.
It's okay. I like it when you get excited. I was a little surprised when you grabbed me, yanking around, but hey, it happens.
That's
a pole goal.
Yeah, man.
With a spin. I mean,
You got the goalie union and the long pole union.
Burrell waits, dishes. Miraglia coming around from behind the net. They're going to find the late man coming off the bench. Owen Howard still with it. Gets a shot off. Redbirds possession. Back to Burrell.
Ooh. Oh, what a shot. Another great dodge by Burrell there. And the Redbirds taking advantage of that juicy rebound on the backside. Burrell dodging with speed, beats his man. O'Toole with the initial save, bounces out. Nice shot and goal there, right on top of the doorstep.
And Burrell's shot wasn't from a great angle, but sometimes you're looking more for a rebound shot. I mean, obviously he's trying to score, but.
Oh, yeah. McGill back within one here. Or no, sorry. Last minute of play here.
It's 8-6, right?
8-6, yeah.
Zach Tarr running through checks. And they'll take their time out. Jason Rogers is going to pull his guys over. So 50.3 seconds left. And what was looking like Nipissing hanging in, staying close, being an effective battler against McGill, has become the Lakers kind of taking control of this game a bit.
Yeah, the Lakers are definitely stepping up. Knox is a dominant presence with that ball. As long as his guys stay active off ball, they will be able to catch and shoot with space.
And you were right, it is 8-7.
Yeah, 8-7, McGill within one here. This is a big D stand for McGill, right? A lot of momentum coming out of this half, translating into the halftime and into the next quarter of play here. McGill's done a great job of collapsing when Knox and Tar do feed onto the inside to make the supporting guys' jobs very difficult. I wonder if they're going to throw back man-to-man or stay with the zone here.
Yeah. I'm ready to answer your pregame question, by the way. Is this going to be a low-scoring game?
And?
I don't think so.
Unless both goalies stand on their head and shut them out.
Yeah, you never know. It could wind up
here.
being 8-7 at the end of the game.
Crazy.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah. Knoxy to start with it here.
Yeah, they've been going Tar a lot up top. They go with Knox, again, way up high. Defender well out to meet him. So clearly they're manning up. Knox, hard twister. Complete crossover with the hands.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting them to go that early in the clock here.
Mm-hmm. They get it back. Into the final 30 seconds, so we are in stop time now.
Oh.
And Knox gets knocked over. Oh, kind of a swinging chop there from Chris Corrin.
Knox slow to get up here.
12 seconds. They've got time to work with. Tar.
Oh,
great chance. What a save, though. 5 seconds left as Visoki comes up with that one, and he's loading up, ready to make a pass. I'm not sure they're going to have time to do anything, but they're going to have a good defensive stand to end the half and go into the break with the score 8-7. Nipissing holding on to a 1-goal lead right now on the McGill Redbirds. What a half this is. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and get some more analysis from Jonah Beam. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the 2025 Baggataway Cup from Flower City, Brampton, Ontario. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2025 Baggataway Cup. What an exciting first half of play. It's 8-7 for the Nipissing Lakers over the McGill Redbirds, and that's a really early jump. We're not the only ones excited, Jonah Beam.
First possession belongs to McGill here. I wonder if they've made any adjustments at half. What they were doing was working pretty well, just looking to be a little more effective.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you're saying you pointed it a couple of times, hoping to get Rowan Burrell more involved, but hey, sometimes you just look to the other spots. Right now, dodging from the right side, throw it up to Maraglia. Go back behind the net. Mark Simon coming in. Haven't seen a lot of Mark Simon, number 21. There's a chance right at the top. What a save! Connor O'Toole, and gets the backup.
Wow, what a
they're gonna say a push. Not a popular call with the Nipissing fans, but that can't be how you judge whether you should make a call or not.
Nice try on the backhand shovel from X there. Another dodge by Burrell that ends up in another opportunity for McGill.
I was trying to think of an example of where a player who's a really leading scorer just kind of took himself out of the offense. It was for Western. I forget where they were playing. Remember the righty?
Ward.
Yeah, it was Ward. What was his first name?
Oh, I can't remember.
Wasn't Curtis. No. But Ward. Cam Ward?
Cam Ward, that sounds right.
He was so good, and they were isolating. Here's Tar. We'll get back to that. Oh, big save. Visoki does soak that one.
Moving screen behind the play, maybe.
But yeah, Ward just they were just trying to lock him off, so he'd just go stand in the corner and trust his teammates. That was Jeremy Talevi saying, "Hey, he was very important for us, even though he barely scored because he was willing to take that role, and he still played a big game, like picking up ground balls." And here's Knox, couple of fakes, another save, or no, it's just wide. What a chance for Jason Knox.
He's going to keep testing his defender all night.
Can kind of wear you down. It's interesting because we talked about, Nipissing playing last night. Will they wear down a bit in the third and fourth quarters? But Knox can wear anybody down just by himself.
That's great team defense coming to help on Knox there and get off and be able to get back to their guys.
See both teams getting into the bench a little bit, looking for some fresh legs. Here's Ben King spinning.
Oh, nice check there by the McGill defender.
Great strip. What a game for Jake Brady. He's really impressing. Maybe he's the next one. Here's Preston Norris, one of the guys in that chain of great defenders we've talked about. And Jake Brady putting his hand up and his resume forward to join that group. Burrell, nice spin. Good shot.
Oh.
But O'Toole pops it up to himself. You talked about the rebound control earlier, Beamer.
Yeah.
Oh, not sure I love that pass, but it works out okay. And they get it ahead. Jacob Tar on the run, hands it off to Knox. Liam Quinn behind the net. Quinn, another one of those players we haven't seen a ton of so far. Sorry, Jack Quinn behind the net. Knox taking some time, waiting for everybody to get out, and then kind of going back to the well of just bowling his way through. The pass across gets away, but is scooped up.
It's almost like he's passing to space on that far side, not to a particular guy, but a space that's going to be open.
Yeah, as they call it, throwing your man open. A rip from outside by Tar, and Knox thinks it's a goal. He's the only one, though, and he's still arguing. And unlike the earlier goal, the goal in the earlier on where we saw Garen Jennings celebrate on the other side, where he had a great view, I don't think Knox had a great view of that one. I'm going with the refs on this.
You can always try, though.
Yeah, might as well. Worst they can say is no. Simon hands it off. Jewell from the top, switches hands. The slide comes. He'll toss it to Maraglia. Nice job matching feet there by Bosomworth. Simon coming out from below the GLE. Spins, bounces just wide.
No reset call. They'll be late in the shot clock here.
Yeah, you can see a bit of urgency as they start to drive to the net. Spinning, getting that shot.
Oh!
What a goal. Oh, my. Is that Massimo Tivet?
I believe so.
Wow.
What a effort from X here. Just wears his defender down. He's able to stay out of the crease right there. And just as he's falling backwards, lets it go low and beats O'Toole to tie it up 8-8, 10 minutes to go in the third quarter here.
Yeah, Massimo Tovet, just very impressive. And he's a guy we haven't seen a ton of so far in the game. And that is one way you deal with getting later into the game, is having solid replacements or solid bench players coming in and helping out.
Another draw win by McGill.
Yeah, Luke Nickel comes away with it.
All-time name, too.
I was going to say, we have to put together our all-tournament name team, or tournament all-name team. I think Massimo Tovet will be on there.
Oh, for sure. Any others?
Hawkeye Hamilton.
That is a great one.
It's a great name. Love Hawkeye Hamilton.
Steven Stamp, that's a pretty good one.
Not bad. Not bad. Jonah Beam. Oh, what a rip offhand.
Goal. This McGill team is fired up. They're fired up on the bench. They're back on top. Watch this dodge. Goes with speed here. Able to switch hands. This McGill team is a few Americans, and they are well versed in switching hands, right?
A lot of Americans.
A lot of
very
Americans.
popular with American players.
And they're very comfortable putting that ball in their offhand and making that shot on the run. That's something that I definitely can't do as a Canadian.
No. I can catch with my left hand.
Yeah.
Can't throw at all. Okay, I made a catch left-handed once. That's pretty good, though.
McGill dominating the face-off circle here in the third quarter.
Oh, the ball gets loose on that pass back.
Oh.
And Knox, reaching between his legs, can't get it. It pops away. Quinn couldn't come up with it. Oh, Bizoki had to be sharp, alert to go and get that one. Well, that's a really good completion, that pass. Oh, no, it didn't get through. It goes the other way. I'm starting to see things, Beamer.
Nipissing able to stay onside there.
Oh, wide open. What a save. How on earth do you just forget that Quinn is there?
This McGill team is fired up for their 10D. What a stop.
This is starting to look a little bit like the rookie all-star game where it's just guns a-blazing. Everybody go, go, go.
Yep. Amongst that, McGill will look to slow it down a little bit here, get back into their spread offense, get back to their game plan and the execution of it.
Yeah, stay tuned or tune back in, as the case may be, at 8:30. Little shovel shot. O'Toole trying to get creative. O'Toole will methodically make his way forward. Nearing the halfway point of the third quarter. 9-8 for McGill. They're on a bit of a roll here. Can they have a strong defensive stand and keep it going, or will Zakhtar make something happen? Took a peek at Jeffrey coming through. Goes over to the far side to Fulkerson instead. Here's Zakhtar. Knocks way wide. That pass connects and ripped home by Fulkerson. As they invert things, going 4 lefties and 2 righties now, and Fulkerson enjoys the space that offers him.
Yeah, Rudge is able to change the look here and go strong righty. Knocks again the ball carrier, finds the open man after McGill collapses on him.
We've talked about a bunch of the things that Jason Knox can do, the things he brings to the team, but just drawing that defensive pressure is one of them. You can see, as we take another peek at it, just look how many white jerseys are closing in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
To Jason Knox. 4 of them really watching what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
as he comes out into the top of the formation.
McGill, another face-off win.
Fulkerson. Assist number 3, Jason Knox.
Simon behind the net.
Fulkerson from Knox.
McGill completing their change. Torsten Blodgett, who got McGill scoring going a while ago, just spinning and blasting one that Connor O'Toole. I honestly don't know why goalies stand out there with the gear you get to wear in field lacrosse and let people do that to them. Just shoot the ball like that.
I've never met a normal goalie. There's a lot of great guys that are goalies,
Yeah.
but they always got that one thing that makes them just a little bit crazy. Shout out to Steve Orleman on that one, by the way, and my little brother, Joseph.
Wow. Joseph just behind Orleman in your pecking order.
Well,
You're going to have to let your dad know about that.
they're both my brothers.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Ball circling back around. Little shoulder bull dodge initiated there. And he thinks it's a goal. You could see Massimo Tovet throwing his hands up, but no. Landed in the crease. I think the ball did get in, but he was in the crease.
McGill picking up Tar early with their LSM, looking to impose a little bit of pressure.
Knox venturing over to the far side again. Lobs a pass into the middle. Got it through, and the catch and a quick shot, but not quite able to bury it. It was Carter Tate. Here's Quinn over the far full side to Fulkerson. Knox is way up at the top. You can see him there just coming into the offensive view as Fulkerson circles. Here's Tar. Rips it. That one's blocked
nice.
out front. Grabbed by Jeffrey. Oh, he looks inside. Great pass, great catch. But what a save.
What a save by Visoki there.
Yeah, Brendan Visoki saying, remember my name.
That's right. He's all over the field right now. Diving for end line balls.
Yeah, all kinds of effort. Oh, that one just gets away from Jack Busby, but it comes back to him. He makes the pass, and then that one gets away from Mark Simon. That's a tough sequence for the Redbirds, who looked like they might come out of it. But
just over 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Tie ball game, 9-9.
And you know, we talked about is there going to be a low scoring second half? Well, it was 8-7 at the half. There's only been 3 goals through the first 11 minutes of this third quarter. 3:45 to play in the third. King moves over to Knox. Getting lots of space for Knox. McGill leery of overcommitting, but you don't want to leave him without help on him. Big battle along the edge of the end line sideline area. Gets out, it's going to be McGill possession.
It looks like McGill's made the adjustment and changed up the defender as the McGill player just steps out of bounds.
Yeah. It's Jack Busby, and he's arguing, but I mean, we could see from here as he went to pick that ball up that his heels were on the end line.
Yeah.
Ref in perfect position to make that call.
Number 10, Ryder Sunday, now covering Jason Knox.
That's a fun assignment as you get late in a crucial game.
Oh, it's fun covering the best guys on the field.
It is. I mean, I said it kind of jokingly, but yeah, you want to get out there and challenge yourself, right?
Oh, nice
Big
job.
swat on the glove and another one. Tar with a bit of a pick, then gets the pass off the roll. Really well defended there by Brady. Or sorry, that was Johan Pinsoneau. Oh, what a shot. Didn't even have time to say Johan Pinsoneau.
Ben King with the rip there. Tar with the hitch to Knox. Again, one more. And Ben King ready to just catch and shoot that ball right around that screen. That's a great offensive motion. That's a great set from them. McGill's going to have to put together some possessions here late in this quarter to
Clock
tie it
stopped
up.
with 2:26 to go here in the third. Again, it is running time for the 4 15-minute quarters, except for the last 30 seconds of the first three quarters and the last 2 minutes of the fourth. And it stops on goals and official timeouts.
Lakers goal, his second of the game.
Miraglia
15, Ben King.
over to Simon as the Redbirds going to try to come back now. Oh, good defensive positioning. He really wanted that shot, and Blodgett gets it off, but swallowed up by O'Toole, then dropped out. Having to hustle after that. Nice effort, nice awareness by Harrison Brooks. Zach Tarr makes it over center in time. There's some space, but there are a lot of white jerseys. Now McGill finishing up their change. Tarr thought about that. You can tell he was seriously thinking about letting that rip. There goes a flag. I was just thinking that might be getting into slashing territory. Maybe another one coming at the end there. Save, is it? No, it's in. Bisoki had to look behind him. Didn't like what he saw. What a blast.
Yeah, that's an angry Knox coming over top. Just eats it. Feeds it inside. How good is he at feeding the ball when he's moving at top speed with defenders draped on him?
Yeah, really, I just want to take one more look at this because it really looks like he's letting this go as a shot and then just hits the man in tight. Gets it to Carter Tate, who's on the board. And it's 11-9 Nipissing and 1:11 to go in the third quarter. We're talking, McGill has a history of coming in as pretty high seeds and having some issues, having some struggles in some of the big games in Baggataway. And they've had obviously some great success, a couple of championships.
Yep.
Of course, everyone thinks about the year that they actually did lose to Ottawa when the Ottawa was a 6th seed. And almost happened again this year as the GGs pushed the Redbirds to overtime on Super Qualifier weekend. 45 seconds to go. Lakers up by 2, can hold for the last shot.
Lakers have the power play here. That flag was a slash and not wiped out by the goal. So Lakers on the power play here.
It was most definitely a slash.
Yes.
He could have had another one after the flag went up. He was really, it didn't deter him.
No.
From playing aggressively. Tarr blasts one. That's a little off target. We are into the final 30 of the period, so we're in stop time with 25.7 to go. That helps out the Lakers a bit. Oh, nice attempt. A good catch and release there from Nicholas Hulbert. They're getting another chance. Tarr over to Fulkerson. Still 10 seconds to go. Oh! Zach Tarr.
Wow. Capitalizes on the power play here.
Really like the play by Fulkerson to get this back to him.
Dishes, gets his hands free, moves it back. Tarr with such confidence to pull that from so deep. He is having himself a tournament so far.
Yeah. We do select an all Baggataway team. So Beamer, we'll be working on that together. Figuring out who should be in. We'll bring in the whole executive, and we'll get some input from observers from around the tournament and see who they feel are the guys. But right now, Zach Tarr clearly in the mix there. They get one late shot with a couple of seconds left.
Flag down. Nipissing not happy about it.
So McGill's going to have possession. They'll just hold it for the last 2.2 seconds, which means they'll start with possession in the fourth quarter.
Lakers goal, his third on the night, score number 16, Zach Tarr.
And Burrell's just going to back all the way over into the corner as the clock expires in the third quarter. McGill will have the ball and will be trying to bounce back from a 12-9 lead that Nipissing has established. We're going to take a break. I'm Steven Stamp with Jonah Beam. And we are here at the 2025 Baggataway Cup. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2025 Baggataway Cup. We'll see if the McGill Redbirds have another comeback in them. They had to come back from down 4 last week against the Ottawa GGs, won that game in overtime. They have possession and the power play here to start the fourth.
Keeping that ball hot here. Burrell.
Almost tipped away. Now a drive to
Oh!
nice save, Connor O'Toole.
Oh!
I mean, Lakers ball. They'll be able to kill this penalty. It was, I believe, a 1 minute unnecessary roughness call.
Yes.
We've seen O'Toole push the pace, push the ball down the field with some long passes. This time, though, he just gives it to Zach Tarr and lets Tarr run by people.
So athletic.
Hits that gliding stride.
Oh.
We got a penalty coming. Didn't see what that one was.
Maybe an offside call.
I would think. It seemed like that. Did they send a sixth guy forward while they're still shorthanded? Oh, no, McGill's got 7. Sorry, of course it's the other way. McGill's got 7 guys down. Once you have the call, you might as well keep those guys in the defensive zone.
Yeah, you play with the extra defender.
It does look funny with so many white jerseys.
Yeah, you've got a free slide. You cannot allow them to score here.
Oh, my goodness. They got a pretty good chance as Tarr comes across the top, dishes it off to Carter Tate.
Yeah, offside call, 30-second technical here.
Yeah, so just like that, the advantage shifts to Nipissing with the 12-9 lead and a minute and a half into the fourth quarter, a man advantage.
Both teams still with both of their timeouts for this half.
This might be the first time we've actually seen Nipissing with 3 lefties and 3 righties out on the field. Hard sidearm rip, just a little off target. Knox got a lot behind that one. Quinn will flick it up to Tarr. Fulkerson quickly moves it on, but gets it back. Down to the crease. Oh, great opportunity. The pass gets away from Quinn.
Yeah, I just can't handle it. That will expire the penalty for McGill. We'll go back to even strength on this possession here.
It's a pretty long pass there breaking out from Ryder Sunday. Connects with Preston Norris.
Love the commentary from the stands.
It's pretty
as well.
funny, the fan underneath saying they don't want you with the ball, to the guy who scored a spinning pole goal earlier in the game. One of the best goals you'll ever see. I think they're okay with him having the ball. Rowan Burrell putting the shoulder down, spins back the other way. One-hander. Great shot, but and it will remain McGill possession. Still trailing by 3 as we're coming into 3 minutes gone in the fourth quarter.
McGill with that look from X here, shorty on shorty.
Ball bouncing, scooped up there, but it's knocked loose as there were 3 white jerseys all around Harrison Brooks as he picked that ball up and tried to hang on to it.
Oh, just slips.
Haven't seen a lot of slips. Blodgett ball, the first one we've really seen drop to the turf in a while. It's been a really nice day. No rain yet.
Yeah.
That's not somebody at the door of the booth. We're just knocking on wood. Blodgett facing all kinds of pressure. And the recipient is Jeffrey, who will toss it ahead to Bosomworth. He is on the run, loads it up and fires. Visoki with the save.
Heads up here.
What a steal. Oh, Jeffrey ran past it. Timed it perfectly, just didn't pick up the ball.
McGill's got numbers, but they choose to slow it down here.
Yeah, Fenton will take his time. Bosomworth up on him.
Hands free.
Oh, wow. Looked like it might have been a pretty decent trail check, but he fights through it and gets that shot off strongly.
Just recognize an unsettled situation, catches his defender off guard with that dodge, and just a great individual effort there to capitalize on that, to come back within 2, 12-10 for the Lakers with about 11 minutes to go here in the fourth.
As Fenton started that dodge, I was thinking Bosomworth had just sprinted up the field, run back to play D. I was wondering, is it hard to keep up, with an attacker who's initiating a really quick, aggressive dodge? And it may have been.
Yes.
Possession to the Redbirds. Oh my. I'm not sure I'm going to throw that pass back to my goalie with Jason Knox tracking after it, but it works out, and the Redbirds into the offensive zone. Pretty sure I heard Coach Nick Subri from the sideline saying, no, nice pass. Mark Simon tosses it up. They keep moving it around. Well, Miraglia's going to run it partway up and then get it there to Liam Milicic. Back to Miraglia. Comes over to Owen Howard.
Oh!
Nice save, O'Toole.
Way to run that ball out by McGill here.
Yeah,
They'll get
Massimo Tovet with the hustle.
They'll get possession and the reset here.
5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Nothing decided to see who will be playing the Guelph Griffins at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon for the championship of the Baggataway Cup. Oh, that shot's wide. McGill will retain possession as they eat into their shot clock a bit.
Here we go again for Max. Shorty on shorty. He'll look to turn the corner here.
Tovet changes direction, flips it back over.
Oh, did he get it? He got it.
He did.
What a shovel shot there.
The answer in the affirmative from Liam Milicic.
Look at this. They attack with one shorty from behind. They attack with another, and he just sneaks that by. It looked like O'Toole got a good chunk of that, but it just falls in, and McGill falls within 1. 12-11.
Yeah, Milicic comes around. Oh, yeah. Yep. On that time watching, I could really see it. That was in.
Just stuffs it in. Each possession becomes that much more important as we're under 10 minutes here. McGill dominating the face-off X.
9:25 precisely to go. Here's Burrell.
This is where Burrell has an opportunity to turn it on here and really take over this game.
Rips a pass across. Oh. That's going to get away from Miraglia, though, and instead of taking over, he's going to turn it over. And Nipissing will try to bounce back as Connor O'Toole goes to track a ball down on the sidelines.
It's so valuable having a goalie like Connor O'Toole that can make those great outlet passes and take the green that's in front of him in transition. It just makes your clear that much more effective.
They're going to come back to O'Toole. Has Jeffrey open on this near side. He goes in the middle to Bosomworth. Tries going through and it doesn't get through to Tar. It's picked up and they're going the other way. Ryder Sunday galloping down the field. He was looking for the give and go, but Burrell probably wisely didn't make that pass. The long pole mantra. I'm open. I'm open.
Just look at me. Come on.
Here's Miraglia. McGill finishing their change. Miletich scored that last lovely goal. He's looking for more.
Oh,
he dishes, and they bury, and we are all tied up at a dozen apiece.
What a play here. This is just exciting lacrosse. Miletich with the great dodge and the shot. O'Toole loses track of where it is. Scoop and score on the backside on the doorstep. Man, those rebounds are so important.
Yeah, O'Toole actually looking behind him again as he had to rake the last one out, didn't get there quite in time. This time he's hoping to be a bit quicker and get there, and as he's turning, he sees that shot going past him. .8:02 to play, 12-12 the score. I'm quite confident now when I say no, it's not going to be a low-scoring game.
There you go.
I believe in my prediction that I made about halfway through.
Oh, Burrell just bobbled that one. McGill asking questions in transition, and here we go, Nipissing the other way.
Callum Jeffrey trying to turn the tide.
This is the first Nipissing possession in a few minutes here.
See if they value it for a while or if they just drive to the net. Knox will fake tossing it out. Fulkerton gets it back. Thought about the shot and almost pulled it down mid-stroke.
Two-man game. Back to basics with this Nipissing offense.
Knox is available up high. Now he's going to come down and invert it. Tar with the shot. It's good.
Oh!
Zach Tar. Emphatic celebrations amongst his teammates.
What an athletic play here. Knox with the slip, Tar over the top, shot on the run. What a response from the Nipissing Lakers after McGill ties it up there.
That's one of his favorite shots. It's that coming over the top. But he was pretty well covered.
Oh, yeah.
On that play.
He's got a defender on him. But Zach Tar loves that over the top sweep. That is his bread and butter.
Nipissing edges ahead. 13-12.
16, Zach Tar. For the Lakers, Tar on the goal.
All out battle. McGill comes out with another one. They are yet to lose possession off of a face-off in this second half.
Luke Nickel having himself quite a game, number 11, the draw guy for the Redbirds. Now Miraglia had a look, had a foray, turned aside by Bosomworth, and they stay patient. 6.5 to go here in the fourth. Josh Jewell. Switches, passes.
Oh,
save
what a save.
O'Toole. Doing the splits. Jeffrey shoves the McGill player out of bounds, but he threw it back into play to save possession.
I call that a happy accident, having a guy standing at the bench at that particular moment.
Yeah, Maverick Oziel was just stepping on. The ball rolls right to him. He picks it up, throws it to Rowan Burrell, and goes back off the bench. That's about the most efficient 6-second shift you'll ever see.
Padding his stats with a loose ball there.
Maybe 4 seconds. Means he's averaging 900 ground balls per game based on that. Oh, nice trail check there. Good effort by Jacob Tar, who's had himself a solid game. And the Lakers come away with it. 5:22 to go. Still a 1-goal lead for the Lakers.
This is going to be some exciting lacrosse here.
They're going to take a timeout with 5:14 to play. Jason Rudge will talk to his Nipissing group.
Get that play drawn up, right? Nipissing's responded well after those timeouts so far this tournament. They'll look to do the same here.
Here we go. Fulkerson starting with possession. Gets it over to Tar. Here's Knox. Knox up at the top. He's directing traffic with his left hand. Now puts the shoulder down, spins. 3 white jerseys all around him. Behind the back flip.
Oh, yeah.
Gets it through. King, one more down low. Oh, what a save!
Oh!
Visoki.
Wow.
He's adjusting the visor on his helmet. Now he's going to go out for the pass on the far side being available. But my goodness.
What a play there. That's a huge McGill stop out of that timeout. They have to value the ball here on this possession. Get their change going. Slow it down here. Oh, bobbles it. Turnover.
Huge. You're saying possession's so valuable.
As the clock runs just to 4 minutes here to go in the game. Nipissing up 1. Oh. Nope, they were good.
Anxious moment.
Flag
They
down.
hang on to possession.
Flag down on McGill here.
Knox watched still by Ryder Sunday.
Free possession for Nipissing.
Knox with 3 goals and 6 assists so far. Lobs that one across. What a night. Zach Tar, a blast. Heads out of bounds and the play will be adjudicated. It's going to be Chris Corrin going to the penalty area.
Yeah, the bench official catches McGill offside there. This is going to be a 30-second power play for Nipissing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Rowan Burrell. Corrin was just heading over for a change. Huge opportunity with 3:15 to go for the Lakers to pad this lead. Double the lead from 1 goal to 2. They're being patient. Knocks quickly back to Tar. McGill's really shifting with them. Challenge that. Did they get a piece of that on the way through? You could see Tar was a little upset with himself, but I think McGill may have got a bit of that shot. They race out onto him.
McGill is super packed in right now on this man down.
You see how quickly they're coming out on Tar. Is it quickly enough? It is.
Even strength here, Stamper.
Yeah, the effort from Lorenzo Costello. What an athletic, I mean, just back and forth. You can see, like you said, packing in, but then they're racing out every time the ball would go to Tar.
Those are deadly chops by Sunday.
Yeah. And he's all the way out near center, the 45-yard line, just around the yellow circle near center. There's a chance and a score. Carter Tate.
Puts them ahead by 2 here with 2:16 on the game clock. Oh, that's devastating for McGill. Just unsettled Tate finds his hands free again on the doorstep and just able to capitalize in that situation. Makes a nice move to get around his defender there.
And McGill had been kind of not chasing but rushing at guys a bit during the penalty kill, and it looked like Costello there was still kind of running at Tate and kind of ran past him, ran himself out of being able to check him. So
broke down to where he was.
Huge to go up 14-12. As you said, 2:13 now.
McGill with another possession off the faceoff.
All kinds of trouble. Got to get over center if you want a timeout, but he just actually runs into open space. Great. Oh, they do take the timeout. Dylan Fenton, under duress, makes a really big play.
Yeah, 2 minutes on the clock here. McGill needs to produce something on this possession here. Not necessarily a goal at this particular moment, but they have to gain momentum going into the last 2 minutes here. Great support here from the Nipissing fans at the beautiful Terry Fox Stadium here. They are loud and they are proud.
So with 2:05 to go, we're 5 seconds away from stop time. And we're 2 minutes and 5 seconds away, possibly, from finding out who will face the Guelph Griffins tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the Baggataway Cup Championship. With all this excitement, I don't know, Jonah, how are we going to do this? We got another game tonight, the rookie all-star matchup. You get to take that one off. Well, you're coaching, so I guess you're not really getting it off. Diamond Jim Lowe will join me for that one, and then Jim will be with me tomorrow for the Sixes Showcase as well. But right now, we have a championship finalist to decide. Dodge down the middle, everything wide open.
What a check.
Great check.
I believe that was Tar again. He's had himself a heck of a game at the D-Midi. McGill's going to be in an all-out ride here.
Yeah, Zach Tar gets tons of credit and well-deserved, but Jacob Tar, great game for him. And there's O'Toole with the outlet pass again, and this one is Zach Tar. Nice back check pressure, and Nipissing's going to take a timeout as they saw a pretty dangerous position for their possession coming up. 1:21 to go. 2-goal lead for the Lakers.
In theory, this is a two-possession game here, Stamper.
Yeah.
But not very often in Kufla do we see that work out. We could have four possessions here still.
Yeah.
With a caused turnover down to McGill goalie here. Anything can happen in this game. It's two shots, but it starts with his big D stand. McGill's going to be in a 10-man ride here. I expect to see the goalie out of the cage, covering the nearest offensive player, and their two best long poles starting on that ball, forcing a double team.
So who do you send if you're McGill? Who are your two best long poles that you like to send out? I'm getting Preston Norris as part of it.
I would send, well, I'm assuming Knox is going to start with the ball.
Yeah.
His two matchups today have been Costello and Sunday. I would expect to see those two guys.
9 and 10 Ryder. Ryder Sunday number 10, Lorenzo Costello number 9.
Yeah.
Maybe have Norris pick up Zach Tar.
Yeah.
Take that athletic matchup.
I have a feeling Knox is just going to run away here.
So they're sending Norris and Costello.
Yep.
We both picked one of the guys.
1 for 2.
And McGill's got an extra guy in the field. They've got to get somebody racing off at the last moment. Jack Busby just takes off, and you're right, Knox is just going to run away. So he's got some wheels to go with that size and strength. That does force Visoki back into his net, into his crease at least. But now pressure in the corner. Knox is pinned, but fights out of it.
Just gets out of there.
Is a game-changing kind of play. Into the final 60 seconds. Tar will split the D. He comes in, shoots.
What
nice
a save. Picks up the loose ball is Tate. What a save again, but it ends in a goal.
It's a goal.
Wow.
And that is a dagger.
Just despair on the back end for McGill here. What a game they've played so far. Tate finds himself in front with that ball and just is able to get it past the goalie, which is on the ground at that point. 15-12 for the Nipissing Lakers with 43 seconds to go here. Can McGill find something quick here to give themselves another chance? Noxie looking pretty winded down there right now after that long run.
Stay with us post game for the player of the game presentations. And Nipissing dashes in. Great hustle play by Curtis Ashkew to go and get that one.
Nipissing steps out of bounds, I believe. Or is it McGill? Possession's going to stay with Nipissing here with 17 seconds on the clock. They'll just run this one out. What a game by the whole McGill team with all the effort from Visoki in the net. Still running around trying to cause that turnover. Nipissing's just going to pass this around, picked off with a big chop there. A lot of emotion behind that.
The goose ahead. Don't mind that one.
And there
Carter
is.
Tate will run out the clock. A 15-12 win by the Nipissing Lakers, and they are off. This is the first time, right, for them to the Baggataway Cup Championship.
Yeah, what a game. Both sides of the ball. Success with Knox, with Tar, from their back end. O'Toole being very solid. Some timely saves from him. Excellent job between the lines for Nipissing. And this McGill team, man, they battled. What a game. What a game.
Yeah, and we have the Rookie All-Star game coming up tonight. The Sixes showcase tomorrow morning at 9:30. But we now know the championship game, the plucky Nipissing Lakers against the dynamite Guelph Griffins. What a matchup.
What a matchup it is. Those teams were 1-1 in the regular season. Nipissing took the first matchup. Guelph took the second one. Guelph coming off of a very good semifinal game where they played some very good lacrosse. Nipissing playing their third game of the weekend. Guelph playing their second. Do legs play a factor in that game? Do the emotions from the two very good wins from Nipissing play a factor? I guess we're going to find out tomorrow at 1, eh, Stamp?
We are. And, that Nipissing win over Guelph, the Griffins' only loss of the year, was back on September 7th, the opening of the season for these teams, a 14-12 win by the Lakers, very similar in score to this 15-12 win that they have over McGill. Of course, the rematch was not as close. That was a 10-4 win for the Badgers. And I think that, people have said Guelph took it as a real wake-up call when they lost that opening game, and it kind of launched them onto the run they went on. But Nipissing's going to look at those two games. I think they're going to look at the second game and feel like they just did not bring their A game in that occasion.
Yeah. Both teams have made a lot of improvements since the regular season. And again, this is playoffs, right? Anything can happen in these single elimination games. That's going to be a matchup tomorrow. You're going to want to stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, Tom Bolesky, Deputy Commissioner, will be making the player of the game presentation, starting with the McGill Redbirds. The player of the game for McGill is number 17, Joshua Jewell, with a hat trick.
McGill Redbirds, player of the game, number 17, Joshua Jewell, with 3 goals on the afternoon.
And on the other side, I don't think it's going to be a big surprise to see with 3 goals and 6 assists, Jason Knox. Huge night for the Lakers.
Yeah, he's in on 9 out of their 12. He played one heck of a game.
3 goals and 6 assists. Number 3, Jason Knox.
I believe he missed a scrimmage to be here tonight.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
No.
Halifax playing down at the ILA. We saw Will McLeod, his future lefty forward cohort in in Halifax, playing for Guelph this afternoon. He is now playing tonight in I think in about half an hour. or maybe they've started already at the ILA playing with Halifax. They'll be at practice tomorrow morning, and then they're going to face each other tomorrow for the Baggataway Cup Championship. What a game by the Nipissing Lakers. Great effort by McGill. That is the downside of finishing first, is your weekend can be over in a hurry if you play your first game Saturday and then you fall out.
Yeah, that's tough. Nipissing having the game last night. They have their legs under them. They've been here for a while. Yeah, just devastating for the McGill Redbirds here and head coach Subi. That's a tough way to go out, but what a career he's had with these Redbirds, man. He's a fantastic coach. He coached my brother. Now my brother coaches with him, and he has nothing but great things to say about him.
Yeah.
What a fantastic career so far, and we wish him all the best.
Terrific weekend of Baggataway Cup Lacrosse, and we are 2/3 of the way through. We've had 4 games under our belts. We got the Rookie All-Star game at 8:30, just over an hour from now, and that's always a lot of fun. 9:30 tomorrow, the Sixes showcase, and then 1 o'clock, the championship game. And for that one, we'll be back together. Jonah Beam with me, Stephen Stamp, here at the 2025 Baggataway Cup Championship in beautiful Brampton, Ontario. We'll see you in about an hour.